Now Huntley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On the run, it's Huntley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They go again with Huntley. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Khalif Raymond from 3 yards out. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A run with Huntley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. The kick by Bass is good. And it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A complete once again to Watson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle they go. Huntley, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Huntley, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down, and he'll take this one down to the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Huntley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.